Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine and welcome to day 15 of Christmas in July. Oh, we're almost halfway through. Tomorrow will be the hump, won't it? Now, you asked if I would make a box for Ferrero Rocher chocolates, and I'm going to make several boxes during the course of this series, I think, but today I'm going to make a cute little box for just one of these Ferrero Rochers. So you need minimal supplies, and again, there's lots of different ways that this could be used. I just was trying to remind myself how to make a reinforced box because it is so long since I've done it. So this is just my prototype. You will find lots of tutorials here on YouTube for how to make a Ferrero Rocher gift box. Not all of them are reinforced, and I do like to do a reinforced box. So let's get ahead and start making. The paper I'm using today, I've cut from these 12 by 12 papers. This is from the Works a few years ago. I think they probably will bring it out again this year, and you probably have got something very similar in your stash. But the good news is if you don't have any 12 by 12 paper, you can make this out of 2 sheets of 6 by 6. So for the base, you want a piece that is 5.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score on all 4 sides at 1/2 and 2. 1/2 and 2. So you can see we've got our little thing going on there. Now for this piece, for the lid, I've got a piece that is just under 4 inches, and I'm going to score at 1/2 and 1 all the way around. And the idea behind this is that I will get a piece that is slightly bigger than my box but should still fit snugly. So I'm doing 1/2 and 1 all the way around just to give me a little 1/2 inch reinforced little bit, if that makes sense. There we go. And then you just need to fold and burnish all of your score lines and cut some bits away. What have I done? I lost my bone folder now. So with the paper facing you like this, you're going to cut up, don't know whether it's easier to show you on the other side, but you can see you've got 3 squares that are the same measurement, and then you've got the border. You want to cut up between those score lines there. So you're cutting through the first score line, and then you're cutting up to the second score line. Rotate 180 degrees and repeat. So I'm cutting up to that first center score line, if that makes sense, or up to the second score line. We're then going to cut quite a lot of this away. I'm going to cut out the 3 outer squares, like so, and then I'm going to cut away about half of this and notch it. And then you repeat that on all 4 corners. So I've gone ahead and cut off all of my corners. I've done a little bit of notching. I've put some red liner tape on these outside tabs here. And then on the inside, I've put some red liner tape here. I've done the same to the paper that I've chosen for the lid of my box, but I haven't put any tape on yet. I'll be putting a little bit of tape there, a little bit of tape there, and along these edges here. So what we do to construct this now is very simple. I'm probably going to make a right pig's ear of it. I'm going to take the backing off the red liner tape, and you want to just simply bring these corners in to line up like so. I'm going to do the same with this one. Bring this in to meet like so, trying to get a nice 90-degree angle. The reason I've used tape rather than glue is that it is an immediate fix rather than waiting for the glue to dry, and yeah, it's just a bit less dangerous. And then we're going to do this on the opposite side of the box. Yes, I don't always like using red liner tape for, you know, because of the plastic, obviously, but sometimes needs must, hey. And try and line that up so that it's nice and square. Do the same with this one. Just going to fold that little bit of excess back over on itself. And again, lining up like so. That's not too shabby, is it? Now I like to do these two sides first, where you've got the bits that you've what's the word I'm looking for, anchored down, it's side tabs. I like to do those first. And again, I've used this Christmas or winter themed paper. Just see what a lovely edge that gives, because I don't know if you're like me, but my cutting straight lines is dreadful. I mean, even with a paper trimmer, my cutting leaves a lot to be desired. Come on, little paper, little tape. And just that reinforced edge folded over, it gives a bit more weight to the box, obviously, but also it just makes it look so much nicer. So as I was just saying before I interrupted myself, you can use any paper for these. I've used this winter themed paper. You could obviously make these for any occasion. If you're planning a wedding, or you know, if you've got a relative who's getting married and you're doing the crafty bits and pieces, these would make lovely little table settings with a gift inside for everybody, wouldn't they? So I've done two, and now I'm bringing in the others. Like so. And obviously any paper, and as I showed you with my little prototype, you could use, again, background papers that you've made yourself. Look at that, it's so cute. You could use background papers that you've made yourself and stamped images. It'd be lovely. But I don't know why my tape roll is in my bin. Yes, so that is the base of the box. I'm going to just do the lid of the box in exactly the same way off camera. So here is our cute little box and our cute little lid. I did make a mistake in the measurements for you guys. I have made this lid too big. So the measurement that you need for the lid is just over 3.5 inches. I've done 3 5/8 of an inch. And then I've scored, as I said before, at 1/2 inch and 1 inch all the way round, and constructed the lid in exactly the same way as you saw me construct the box. So let's put a chocky chock inside. Fits perfectly. How stinking cute is that? So it could be a table favour at a wedding, on your Christmas table, just to give to a colleague. Let's have a little look and see what we can do to decorate the top of our box, just to make it a bit more special. I'm going to use some of these elements from this paper pad again that you saw me use yesterday, because the colours do coordinate really nicely. But you don't have to use ephemera like this. I was just thinking, you know, if you're doing it for your Christmas table, use colours of paper that will match your tablecloth or whatever else you're putting on your Christmas table. And you could then use a couple of circle dies from a nesting circle die set to put on the top with the initial of the person who it's for. So let's see what we can find. I want something really cute and diddy to go on there. They're too big. Yes, Hazel, bless her, used some of these. She obviously liked using those. Do you know, I think I might do some kind of diorama card further on down the line and use these. I did one for a craft magazine last year, forget which magazine it was, using acetate. Was it Salvation Army? It was Salvation Army paper kit, wasn't it? I think it was Simply Cards and Paper Crafts. So these little flourishes are all too big and don't quite go. That's nice for something else. I do like this little bunny rabbit here. What if, let's press you out. Oh, ouch, come, I don't want to tear you. What if we had you like that with a little bit of foliage that ties in? So if I was to make like a little, might snip, oh I don't know, so I was going to say I might snip that off. If we were to have you like so, and I like these as well. And again, you don't have to use anything like this. I'm not encouraging you to spend money or buy new things. Fussy cut little bits from paper that you've got. So that's quite nice. If we had that coming off like that, or maybe, decisions. If we had you like so, and you like so, and then I could mount the bunny on a little 3D foam pad like that. I think that's quite cute with that hanging off the edge there. That's bringing my studio light glue. I'm just going to add some to the bottom here. Funny old weather. It rained a little bit earlier on, and that was because husband had decided to mow the lawn. And it was black as Hades and really dark, and now it's blazing sunshine again. It's Monday as I'm filming this. You will see it on Tuesday, obviously, Tuesday the 15th. And yes, I'm going to have you like that. And then let's see if we can find a little 3D foam pad or two. What did I do with those ones that I had earlier? I do not know. Shall we cut down one of these? Let's cut down a bit of this. Yes, so goodness only knows what the weather is going to be like tomorrow. Right, let's pop you there like so. There like so. And pop you there. Like so. Isn't that amazing? Now, I just want a little chat before I go. I do spend quite a lot of time writing things in the description box. Does anybody actually read the description box? Do let me know. Let's bring in my pretty paper for this to sit on. My pretty paper that has got lots of glue marks on it. Look, if I was doing different thumbnails every day, I think that would be the thumb. What do you guys think? Boop, boop. Yes, I really like that. That is so stinking cute. And one of you lucky people will be able to win this. So all you have to do, I will leave further instructions as the series goes on. On the 31st of July, I will show everything that I have made so far. And I will be putting it into first prize, second prize and third prize. There will be one international winner should one of you get picked, so it is open internationally. The first prize will have 11 goodies, and the other two prizes will have 10 goodies each. And all you have to do on that 31st of July is put enter me, and you need to have been subscribed to my channel, and you need to have commented on 5 videos. And if you do YouTube content, if you could give me a VR as well, that would be fabulous. I think that's one of the nicest things I've made so far. I really like that. What do you guys think? And it just shows how you can mix different elements from your stash together, doesn't it? I need to hide this chocolate for myself so I don't eat it. I will be back very soon. Take care. Well, I will be back very soon. I say that all the time. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye now.